Hey guys, today I'm putting up for download an update to the security cameras add-on. With this add-on, you're able to place and view through cameras. And using this item, you're also going to be able to switch to any camera that you have already placed. So if I open up this menu, here it shows me every camera that I have placed right now. And if I want to switch to a different camera, I could also just click on it and this will switch me to that camera. And you're also able to make these cameras controllable or set them to public or private. And in this version, I made a lot of changes and added a lot of new features. So if you guys are going to use this add-on, watch this video so I can show you how everything works. First thing I want to show you is that when you first spawn in the game, you're going to get this bug. To use this bug, all you have to do is just place it down anywhere you want, and this will spawn it in. And here you can find all the requirements and the changes that I made. And to turn the page, all you have to do is interact with it. Here you'll be able to find all the information about how everything works. So if you want to see the crafting recipe or just how any of the features work, you can look through this book. And if you want to remove it, all you have to just hit it and this will remove it. And for this item, you're going to need two items. One is going to be this tablet, and the other one is going to be the security camera. To get these items, there's going to be two ways of obtaining them. The first way is just by opening up your creative inventory and looking for them here. And I also made them craftable in survival mode. So to craft the camera, all you're going to need is 4 pieces of iron, 4 redstone, and 1 glass pane. Once you have these items, then you just want to go to a crafting table, and you want to place the items in this position, and this will give you the security camera. And to craft the tablet, it's going to be a similar recipe. For this one, you're only going to need 3 redstone, 4 pieces of iron, and 1 glass pane, and 1 book. Once you have these items, same thing again, you just want to go to a crafting table, and you want to place the items in this position, and this will give you the tablet. And for this item, you can craft as many cameras as you want, and you're only going to need 1 tablet, but you can craft more if you wanted to. And the next thing I want to show you is how you can change the language. So to do that, you just want to hold the tablet in your hand and interact with it, and this will open up this menu. And then you just want to select this option that says language settings. Here by default, it's going to be set to English, so if you don't want to switch the setting, you don't have to. This is just optional, but here can be a few different languages that you can switch to. But like I said, if this is optional, you don't have to move this if you don't want to. And to use the cameras, the first thing you want to do is just place one down anywhere you want. And once you place it down, you're going to get this menu. Here you can just name your camera. You can name it anything you want. Here I'm just going to call it camera 3. And I also added this option to set your camera to private. If you set it to private, only you're going to be able to view through it. And you are also able to give other players permissions. And I'll show you how to do it right now. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as public. So I'm not going to turn this option on. And then just click here where it says submit. And then here you're gonna get 2 different options. One's gonna be controllable, so this will allow you to control the camera, so it will turn wherever you're turning. You could also set it to a still camera. This will just face one direction. I'll show you how to set this one up right now, but for now I'm just gonna select this one that says controllable. Once you do that, to view the camera, all you have to do is hold the tablet in your hand and interact with it, and click here where it says view cameras. And here you can view the public cameras or the private cameras. For me, I set this one in the public camera, so I'm just gonna select this one. And this will show me all the public cameras, and this is the one that I just placed. So if I click on it, I'm able to view through, and like I said, I can control this. This will turn to wherever direction I'm looking at. And if you want to stop looking through this camera, all you have to do is open up this menu again and select this option that says stop watching. And now let me show you, you can set up a still camera. This camera will not move even if you're moving. So first, you just want to get the coordinates of where you want it to be facing. This could be anywhere you want. So if I wanted the camera to be facing here, all I have to do is get these coordinates. So to that, there's a few ways you could do it. So here at the top left, it shows the coordinates of where I'm at right now. So it's negative 773, 88, or in 721. The other way that you could get the coordinates is by opening up this menu. Here it will show the coordinates of where you're at. So you could just copy them if you wanted to. And if you go here where it says my position, there's also an option to set this to block position. What this will do is it will get the coordinates of the block that you're looking at. So if I wanted to do that same thing again, I could just copy it from here. But once you have the coordinates, all you have to do is place the camera down, and here you just name it whatever you want. Here I'm just gonna call it cam 4. And this one I'm gonna set it to private, so I'm gonna turn this option on. And then I'm just going to click here where it says submit. And here I'm going to select this option that says still camera. Here you just want to type in the coordinates of where you want it to be facing. For me, I just copied them, so I'm just going to paste them here. But here you just want to type them in. You just want to type in the first coordinate, then a space, then the second coordinate, and then another space, and then the third coordinate. Once you've done that, then just click here where it says submit. And same thing again, to view through the camera, all you have to do is open up this menu, click here where it says view cameras. And I set this one to private, so this one's going to be in this menu here. And here I just want to select it. And like I said, this camera's not going to be moving, so it doesn't matter if I turn, nothing's going to happen. This is just a different option. And same thing again, if you want to stop looking through it, all you have to do is open up the menu, select this option that says stop watching. Now let me show you how you can remove the camera. So, and to remove them, there's going to be 2 different options. The first option is just to break the block. So this is the camera number 4 that I just added. So if I break it, it gives me a message letting me know that this camera was removed. And if I open up this menu again and click here where it says view cameras, I had this one in the private cameras. So if I click here, it's not here anymore. It's not going to show it. And this is the camera number 3 that I just added to. And the other way that you can remove it is by opening up this menu, clicking here where it says manage cameras, and then list cameras. And here it's going to show you every camera that you can edit. So if I want to remove this camera number 3, I could just select it and then click here where it says delete camera. Then select this option that says yes, delete. And this will remove the camera from the list. So if I go here where it says view cameras, this one was in the public cameras. It's not going to show it here anymore. For this option, it's not going to remove the block, so you are going to have to break it manually. Now let me show you how you can manage the camera. So to do that same thing again, you just want to open up this menu and then click here where it says manage cameras and then list cameras. And then here you just want to select what camera you want to manage. So I'm going to select this one, the camera number 1. And here you get a few different options. You could rename the camera, delete it, change the privacy, or manage access. So if I wanted to rename it, I could just select this option here. And here I could just type in whatever I want to rename it to. So here I'm just going to call this one kitchen. Once you rename it to whatever you want, just click here where it says submit, and this will change the name. So if I open up this menu again, click here where it says view cameras, and click here where it says public cameras, the camera number 1 got renamed to kitchen. And like I said, there's a few other things here that you can change. So if I open up this menu again, click here where it says manage cameras, then list cameras, and then I'm gonna select this one again, the one I just renamed to kitchen. Here I could also change the privacy. So if I click this one, I could either set it to public. So if it's set to public, any player can view this camera. And if it's set to private, only you can view the camera or any player that you give permission to. So if I set this one to private, and then I open up this menu again, click here where it says view cameras. Now that camera is gonna be here in the private cameras, and only I'm gonna be able to view this. But to give permission to another player, you just want to open up this menu again, click here where it says manage cameras, list cameras, and then click on the camera you want to manage. So this one is called kitchen. And if I want to give another player permission to view this camera, I could click here where it says manage access. I could add a player or remove a player. So if I wanted to give permission to another player to be able to view this camera, I could click here where it says add player. Once you click here, it's going to show you a drop down menu with all the players that are in your world. Right now, I only have my other account, so I'm going to select this one that I want to give access to, and then click here where it says submit. Once I do that, that player will be able to view this private camera, and they'll be able to find it in their private cameras. And if I wanted to remove permission, I could open up the menu again, click here where it says manage camera, list camera. Now I'm going to select this one. And same thing again, just click here where it says manage access. And to remove them, you just want to click here where it says remove player and select the player that you want to remove access to view that camera. And then just click here where it says submit, and now they will not be able to view that camera anymore. The next thing I want to show you is how you can make it so not any player can edit the cameras. So to do that, first you want to change your game mode to creative. So just use this command, which will be game mode C, and this will switch you to creative. Once you're in creative, you want to go here where it says manage cameras, and you want to select this option that says toggle creative requirement. Once you click on this, now anybody that's in survival will not be able to manage the camera. So if you go to game mode S and you open up this menu again, you're not going to be able to see that option to change the settings. So if you don't want the other players to be able to change the settings, just turn that option on. And if you want to turn that off, same thing again, you want to change your game mode to creative. Then open up this menu again and you'll be able to see this option again. Click here, it says manage cameras, and then click here again, and this will turn that option off. Now let me show you the last options that I added. So you will just want to open up this menu again, click here, it says manage camera, and there's going to be this new option here that says other settings. So you click on this one, there's going to be 3 different settings that you could turn on and off. The first one is just to enable camera cycling. So what this will do is it will make it so whenever you jump or you sneak, it's gonna switch between cameras. So let me show you how that works. So when you're viewing through a camera, there's two ways that you can switch between them. The first one is just by opening up this menu again, clicking on the camera that you want to switch to. So if I want to switch to this one, I can just click on it and this will switch me to this camera. But in this version, whenever you jump, it's gonna switch to the next camera, and whenever you sneak, it's gonna go back to the previous camera. It's just another way of changing cameras a bit faster. But if you don't like this option, you can turn it off. So to do that, all you have to do is just open up this menu again, click here where it says manage cameras, then other settings, and you want to turn this option off. If you turn this off and click here where it says submit, whenever you jump or sneak, it's not going to switch the cameras anymore. The other options that I added is to be able to hide the coordinates and the dimension. So if you don't like this and you want to turn either one of these off, all you have to do is go open up this menu, click here where it says manage camera, then other settings. And this for the coordinates. If you don't want to show the coordinates, you can turn this off. This one just shows what dimension the camera is in. If you don't want it to display that either, you can also turn this off. And then just click here where it says submit. And then if you go to the cameras again, now it's not going to show the dimension or the coordinates of where the camera was placed. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any issues or any suggestions of any other feature that I should add, just let me know in the comment sections, and the download for this will be in the comments.